Hello Eastlake Teen Art Club and fellow nail polish enthusiasts. Today's art project isn't your typical art project, but I do consider it a form of art nonetheless. Today we will be doing nail art, specifically nail stamping. I'm going to rush through the PowerPoint since the video is a little long, but you can always pause the video to read the slides at your leisure. The exact origin of nail treatments is unclear, since it appears to have originated in different parts of the world around the same time. Nails that were stained, dyed, or dusted first appeared in ancient Egypt when women would dye their nails with henna to indicate their social status. In Babylonia, men painted their nails before they went into battle to instill fear in their enemies. Archaeologists even found a solid gold manicure set in southern Babylonia dating to 3200 BC that was used as part of their combat equipment. Like in Egypt, the nail color also represented the warrior's social status. The first nail polish, more like a stain, was created in ancient China around 3000 BC. Empress Dowager Shizi of China was known for her outrageous nails. There are many photos showing the empress with 6-inch long gold guards to protect her long nails. The first actual record of nail art was from the Incas. The Incas would decorate their nails by painting eagles on them. In 1907, the first liquid nail polish was invented. In 1925, the lunar manicure, today known as the half-moon manicure, was the most popular nail art or manicure around. Another well-known nail art or manicure that came out in 1976 was the French manicure, created in Paris by the founder of Orly. Let me preface by saying I'm not a licensed manicurist, only a nail polish enthusiast, so I won't be showing you how to paint your nails. But you paint your nails how you like, and then we will get started. To follow along this tutorial, you will be needing some nail stamping tools, like these. A nail stamping polish, nail stamping plate, nail stamper, and a stiff card. I will post this slide at the end of the video as well. Hello, I have a different video for you today, different than our usual art video. It's been suggested several times that I should do a nail art program, but I could never figure out how I could show everyone what I'm doing up close in a classroom setting. So now that we're doing a few videos, I thought this would be the perfect medium. So today I'm going to show you how I do my nail art. I should preface it by saying I am not a licensed manicurist. I am just an enthusiast. None of the products in this video are sponsored. I'm just going to show you what I like to do for my nails, or how I paint my nails. I will say a few of the products I do like to use for my nails. What I have on my nails now is, it doesn't really show it, but it's actually like a neon peach. This is China Glaze Son of a Peach. I don't know if you can see that. I usually like to start off with my nails. One of the products I like to use is Essie. This is Here to Stay. This is an older bottle. Then I like to put 2 coats of a color. There are several nail polishes that I like. Probably a lot of these names look familiar. Essie does some nice nail polish. I have quite a few of those. OPI has been around for a while. I have some of these. I have maybe a handful of Color Club. They do some nice nail polish. And I have quite a lot of China Glaze, which is something only in recent years that I've started buying. I like bright colors, and so they tend to have a lot of bright colors, or sometimes more trendy, unusual colors. So I have quite a few of those. Actually, the one on my hand is also a China Glaze. Another thing I like to do after I paint my nails, and it has made a huge improvement painting my nails and the cleanup. A lot of the nail sites will sell cleanup brushes. This is one of them that I picked up quite a while ago. Little container I got from Sally. So you just put a little bit of acetone in it, and then you can just clean up the mess around your cuticles and your nails, and it has really made cleanup a breeze and saved a lot of staining around my cuticles. It took me a while to learn what works. There are many YouTube professional nail artists out there that could show you a lot better than I could. And that's where I learned, and a lot of it was just trial and error. And they're fun to watch. Here are a few of the nail polish stampers I have bought over the years. Here are some of them. A lot of them you'll see look like this. I don't know. It's kind of a firm, spongy stamp. I should also mention that my nail art, I cannot do freehand art. My hand is horribly unsteady. The only success I've had with nail art is with nail stamping, which is what I'll be showing you today. These are some of the stamps that you might see. This was one. It's kind of a firm stamp. This was, I think, the next one I got. It was clear, so you can at least, it has a cap, you can at least see what you're doing. But I could not get it to work. It's also quite firm. It was suggested to rub acetone to make it try to pick up on the nail polish better, and it just ended up making it cloudy. So I had so luck with that one. Next one I tried was this one, which was better. It was nice and spongy, and it really seemed like it picked up on the nail color. But it was a guessing game of where I was stamping it at. But otherwise, this one wasn't too bad. And then I finally found the one that I really like, which is this one, which is completely see-through. It's also nice and spongy. And so I can then line up where I'm stamping and stamp it. So this ended up being my favorite after several trial and errors. For nail stamping, you can use regular nail polish, especially if it's a really nice pigmented brand. Some of the ones I showed earlier should work fine. A lot of times you just have to test it out. That's what I used initially, until I figured out that stamping polishes really make a big difference. Not to mention they are cheaper than using, you know, a $10 bottle of Essie just to scrape half of it off. So this is just one of the many colors and brands that I have. This is a stamping polish. They're probably a little bit thicker and more pigmented than other polishes. Again, the professionals on YouTube can make any of these products work, including some of the stamps I had an issue with, and with a variety of polishes, but I am just a novice, so it takes me, I need all the training wheels I can get. So this is an example of one of the stamping polishes I'm going to be using today. Stamping plates, these are just a few of the ones I have. Let me move these out of the way. They start off like this when you get them in a delivery. This is a blue film, so you have to get it started. It's really stuck on there. A lot of times I made the same mistake. I tried stamping with the blue film on and it wasn't doing anything because it's completely smooth. So you're just going to peel this off. And then that reveals the stamping plate underneath. And this is engraved. I also found there makes a difference with plates. Some of the cheaper plates, they don't seem to be engraved as deeply, and when I would go to stamp it, it wouldn't pick up on the image. But some of the brands I'll tell you about at the end, they really seem to have nice plates that I have good luck with. These are some of the other plates. Oop, there's quite a reflection on those. Then you're also going to need a card to scrape the paint off with. I got this from one of the nail sites as well. I think it came in like a pack of 5. You could also use old gift card. You could use a credit card, although I'd be careful because it has your information on it. But any kind of stiff card will do. But if you're going to be buying other products from the website, I think these were a worthy and inexpensive buy. These also come in different thicknesses. I'm not sure which one this is. I think this is one of the thinner ones. No, I take it back. I think it's one of the thicker ones. The thinner ones, I just didn't care for as much. It didn't seem like they had much scraping ability, for lack of a better word. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to nail stamp. First, I'll go over real quick how it's done, and then we'll actually do it. So you're going to pick out an image, and then you're going to take your polish or stamping polish, put a coat of paint over whatever image you're looking for, and then you're going to scrape it off. Take your stamper, hurry up and roll over it, and it will then have the stamp on the stamper, and then quickly roll it over your nail. You have to work fairly fast. The paint, depending on how deep the plate is etched, sometimes there's just a thin coat of paint left and it will dry before you can hurry up and get it onto the stamper and then onto your nail. Again, it's just experimentation and practice. It's suggested that you wipe off the nail plate with pure acetone. 100% pure acetone. I think if it's not pure acetone, I think it will damage the plate or make them cloudy. So you want to make sure you wipe it off with acetone. You have to make sure you wipe it off completely clean if you're going to be doing the same image again. If you're going to be working on a different image somewhere else on the plate, you don't really have to worry about it until it's time to pack up your supplies. Make sure you clean your plate off before you put it away. So this is one of the plates that we're going to be using. I thought it would be appropriate to use Keep Calm and Carry On. So let's see if I can do this correctly on camera. Alright, so I zoomed in. Sorry for the overhead light, otherwise you couldn't see what I was doing. So take your polish. I cover the whole thing. I know a lot of people only do like a row or a strip and then scrape the rest off, but it's just a way of saving nail polish. Now we're going to quickly scrape it off and then roll the stamper over top. Alright, so this one did not come out. You can't quite see it. It has a blob on it, so we're going to redo that one. Okay, let's try that one more time. Cover it up. Let's scrape off more of it this time. Roll it over. And you can kind of see that on there. And then let's hurry up and stick it on my nail. There you go. Whoops. There it is. Alright. So, let me zoom this out a little bit. There we go. Alright, so it's left over on, I don't know if you can see that. You got the paint left over on your stamper. You're going to take a lint roller and just roll it on top, and it will get all the paint off of your stamper. Do not put acetone on this, otherwise it will make it cloudy, and then you won't be able to see what you're doing. I learned that the hard way. So you can kind of see it. I'm a little off. I'm not used to doing this on camera. And we don't have anything to clean up. There are barriers that you can put around your cuticle. I don't have very much luck with them. I always end up getting my fingers stuck together and then the whole thing peels off. So I don't usually bother with it. Instead, you can just take a piece of tape, and then usually if you're quick enough, you can pick up the extra paint around the nails. But I lucked out on this one. Okay, so we're going to do another stamp on this hand. This one, this is the negative plate I was talking about. We're going to be doing this image here. So I like to turn it this way just because I'm right-handed and I scrape this way. Let's see. There it is. Alright, so same thing. Maybe we'll just put pretty thick, so maybe we'll just put it on half. Take the scraper, scrape it off, and it spreads the paint out. Quickly rub your stamper across it. You can kind of see that. And then we're going to hurry up and stick it on my finger. There. You see that? Okay. So before it dries, let me get some tape. It's just Scotch tape. And all right, well, I got most of it. Like that. I can also at this point take my cleanup brush, dip it in some acetone, and clean up those little specks like that. You might want to wait for your paint to dry a little bit before you put a top coat on. Regular top coat, like the one that I like, it can smear the wet paint. They do sell stamp-friendly top coat that supposedly won't smear it, but usually I just wait a little bit, or you can, I think they call it floating it. So you just put a big gob of top coat, so that way it doesn't smear the underlaying paint underneath. So before we finish, I will put a top coat on it. Hopefully this doesn't smear. Alright, let's try doing this one. Put a big blob on there. Whoops, rare. And I got it all over my cuticle, but I can clean that up later. There you are. So that is how I stamp my nails. I hope that was helpful. Maybe you might give it a try yourself. At the end of this video, I will put a slide of some of the websites that I've bought some of these materials from. I hope you enjoyed that and have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.